My Swissies and Switzerland lovers, today we are going to one of the most beautiful lakes in the Bernese Oberland. We meet friendly cows, a very curious fox, and we are amused by the many tourists standing in a long queue for one photo, and we are once again fascinated by the Milky Way. But first we drive from Brienz to Meiringen and from there up through the entire Reichenbach Valley until we finally reach our starting point, the Schwarzwaldalb. Here we were waiting for the postbus to take us up to Große Scheidegg. The journey takes about 15 minutes. You can tell that nature is already in autumn mood. Even the sun comes out late over the mountains. I like this atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to our excursion. We are planning a hike to Grindelwald first. This hike is actually only 1.5 hours from here. But as we can't get to the room until 2 p.m., we will delay our hike a little bit. The reason for this is the large number of tourists who flock to Grindelwald first. I want to protect Rasta from the hustle and bustle as much as possible, and if I can get him into the room straight away, he can recover there and get ready for the next part of the hike to Bach-Olpsee. So now we are ready for the hike to somewhere over there. Yeah. Some young cows are still here up on the meadows. Yeah, but not for a long time. I think in 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, they are in the valleys too. Yeah, I think you can see it, that the meadows are already done. Yeah, they changed the color. And there is tau in the morning. You know, there are some drops on the leaves everywhere in the morning, so it's a sign of autumn. It is way more busy than in the early morning. Yeah, there are so many hikers around already. Yeah. But it's still okay. Ja, Rasta. They answered, Rasta. And then the time had come. We reached the Kilby-Ecke, the so-called pleasure park of Grindelwald. You see the hiking path? There's so many people on it. Oh, crazy. The last gondola goes down at 6 in summer. Yeah, in winter it is earlier. Yeah, the cows or the queens up here. I don't know how many pictures. Yeah, the tourists make of them. I always call it the highway of Switzerland, the hiking highway, because there are so many people on it. Yeah, but they are now here above. Yeah. We take the less crowded path. To be honest, I am surprised that there are still so many people hiking to the lake. But it could be that they hike up to Faulhorn. This is a mountain hut about 2 hours from here, 1.5 hours. And maybe they stay overnight over there because camping is not allowed here. Yeah, there are rangers knocking on your tent. Yeah, and that costs a lot of money. Here we are, the two halves of the Bach-Alpsee. Yeah, too much wind für meinen Geschmack. But I think at sunset, we will have some reflections. You know what I mean, huh? When I say reflections. Yeah. And this is the other half of the lake. Yeah, last time the cows were here. Good morning, beauties. How are you? Yeah, they look like young cows. Yeah, so small horns, curious. Yeah. Very curious. Ah, you are a Morgenmuffel, huh? Yeah. Wake up. Good morning. Hi, cow. You don't have to be afraid. Macht also nichts, gell? They are at another place. No grass here anymore. In plain sight. I'm sure it goes like a fire. Finally, free Rasta. Yeah, Ali. Hop, hop, hop. Yeah, I have to take him on the leash when there are so many people around. You never know. Gell? Du Raubtier. You're a wild animal. Hop, 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 hop. Yeah, it's a good place for the sunset, Rasta. A very good place. Achtung. Yeah, that's how I like it. Yeah. And now we need less wind. And then, yeah, it's good. I mean, this is what makes me really happy. Huh? Staying at a place like this, when all the people left, and all the hair. Yeah, and just enjoying nature. And with reflections. Yes. Can't get any better, other. Oh, well, I can. We wait for Red Mountains. Reflections and Red Mountains. Yay! Huh? Booby. Rasta is like a little child. He is so tired. But he don't want to go to sleep because he thinks that he missed something. Du schlafen, Rasta, schlaf. Schlaf. You are so tired. Schlaf. 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 Can you see the fox? Yeah, we were both surprised to meet each other. I only had my iPhone in my hand, so I'm very sorry for the quality. But at least we all see a fox. Girl? He's curious. And Rasta is on the leash. Yeah. Better for all. The fox is following us. Can you see it? Such a curious little fox. He's obsessed about Rasta. The curious fox said goodbye after all and went on his way. And we made our way back to the Große Scheidegg. The day slowly woke up, the mountains got their first pink brushstroke, and soon we had the sun in our faces. A wonderful excursion came to an end with unforgettable moments in nature. And I can only say it again and again. Nature is our cradle. This is where we are at home, and this is where we will return one day.